do the 20 minutes. It's up to you. It's completely up to you. But that's enough housekeeping, that's enough admin, boring stuff. Let's get to the proper stuff. Please give it up for a wonderful first artist, the only Emperor!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Yes, the lights are blinding, the stereo is ready, and we are on board. So my name is Luigi Coppola. I am, apparently, the only Emperor. I'm a poet producing sights and sounds to showcase their words to the world. If you do happen to record anything, hashtag the only Emperor band, post it online, you may win some handwritten lyrics that might be worth something more than the paper they're written on at some point. I cannot guarantee that, but it may do, you never know. So I've got a few songs for you. The first one is what old Father Earth asked of his daughter. You are welcome to look at me, look at the screen, look into each other's eyes and fall in love, whatever you need to do. My daughter, come and play. No, my father, I cannot stay, but I have built a world for you. I'm sorry, father, it will not do. Well, what are the trees that dance in the breeze? I am sorry, father, they will not please. What are the cave where sprites rave? I am sorry, father, I do not crave. Then I will rumble and I will quake. I will destroy and I will unmake. I will cave in and I will tear down. I will burn and I will drown unless, oh child, oh daughter, you stay. Oh no, my father, not even a single day. Well, what are the stream where fish stroke a beam? I'm sorry, father, I am not keen. Then tell me, child, what do you need? What can I make to keep you see? I am sorry, father, I need the sky where my mother is free to fly. I need the sea where sisters drift. I need the mist where grandmothers sit. Then I will rumble and I will quake. I will destroy and I will unmake. I will cave in and I will tear down. I will burn and I will drown unless, oh child, oh daughter, you stay. Oh no, my father, not even a single day. It's not you. You are not to blame. But father and daughter are not the same. You build on earth, and you call it home. I, here and I, must rove and roam. Then I will rumble and I will quake. I will destroy and I will unmake. I will cave in and I will tear down. I will burn and I will drown unless, oh child, oh daughter, you stay. Oh no, my father, not even a single day. Thank you very much, folks. That's my first song. Thank you for listening. I've been the only Emperor. Check me out online, blah, 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 all that jazz, like and subscribe. My next song, please say hello to Buddy.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
When he barked an articulate thank you after having his helmet removed, given a scratch behind the ears, and told what a good boy he was. The room erupted with gasps and cries and tears. The next few days were a mix of treats and text. We reserve that table for you, sir. Every letter stated a biscuit, every noun named a belly rub, every complete sentence another squeaky toy added to the pile. They asked him simple maths questions. And he gave them the meaning of infinity. Buddy came back from outer space. And Buddy could talk. Buddy came back from outer space. And Buddy could talk. They showed him a diagram of the human body, and he deciphered every part, cured every illness. They asked him if there was a God, and he whispered a truth. A month later, the first interview with cameras and microphones in his collar, they asked about his life. How had it changed? What space was like? What he wanted to tell the human race. Buddy came back from outer space, and Buddy could talk. Buddy came back from outer space, good boy, and Buddy could talk. Buddy said, my best friends, don't let fleas eat away at our skin. Throw sticks, roll balls, I'm happy with straps. Keep the air clean for our walks. Check puddles I jump in and just water. Let's play together, not dogfight. For I have seen Earth as a blue droplet in a vast bowl, and it is beautiful. Buddy came back from outer space, and Buddy could talk. Buddy came back from outer space, and Buddy could talk. Buddy came back from outer space, and Buddy could talk. Buddy came back from outer space, and Buddy could talk. Cheers, Buddy. Thank you very much. Thank you to the young gentleman there with a loud applause. Lovely, thank you. Okay, folks, so my next song is whatever it is. This is South of Somewhere to all you Londoners. Oh. At sunrise, a damp bright sky whites across London's boroughs, corners, squares. You are south of somewhere. You walk across the Thames, it doesn't matter which bridge. Through the scent of coffee and peanuts that pots. Your nostrils sing and flare. You are south of somewhere. You know it in your bones. You know it in your heart. You know it in your lungs. As you breathe in that London air, you are south of somewhere. A grey soft breeze on a rag. A Fiat hubcap passes by. You keep smashed trying to bottle line rotted in the gutter. It's hard to bear. Be south of somewhere. Where towers loom over a million bags. Bronx bags, shopping bags, sleeping bags. You can't help but stare. South of somewhere. You know it in your bones. You know it in your heart. You know it in your lungs. As you breathe in that London air, you are south of somewhere. Yesterday's evening that makes the blood orange night, a night that cannot care. You are south of somewhere. Pigeons, functional matter, fleas, rats, jump from cat to dog to you. They explode from police car there. You are south of somewhere. You know it in your bones. You know it in your heart. You know it in your lungs. As you breathe in that London air, you are south of somewhere. A broken effort awakens you, a spiked wall comforts you, a 3-second wall light walks your hand across streaming streets. It makes you want to shout and scream, and of course swear. You are south of somewhere. You know it in your bones, you know it in your heart, and you know it in your lungs. As you breathe in that London air, you are south of somewhere. You know it in your bones, you know it in your heart, you know it in your lungs. As you breathe in that London air, you are south, south, way south, south of somewhere. Apologies for dissing London, but it's a smoggy town. Right, what's next? Oh, the Upside Down Man, fantastic. next to the lost dog posters and terror flyers for Will's house party. We found him up against the lamppost, no prop or pillow, just bare crown on cracked concrete, the strain on his face, the blood settling in the brow, the tension in the neck, the constant pressure of staying straight on his thin, trembling form. That morning we stared, we didn't stop. That afternoon we thought of saying something, reporting it maybe, though what crime was it to want a different view? The second day in Knightsbridge we placed ourselves parallel to him, a reversed image, the control, the norm, him, a mirror, wrong in time. I imagine him hung upside down in a cell, a bat, trapped in daylight. The world at his head, and the sun at his feet. Are you okay? Yes. Do you need help? No. Are you sure? Yes. Each crystallized response taught under self-imposed inversion. Why are you upside down? Why aren't you? We left him to it. But on the third day, the police came. I imagine him hung upside down in a cell, a bat trapped in daylight. The world at his head, the sun at his feet. We watched from across the street as the police questioned, asked, ordered, then took matters in the hand and dragged him back 180 degrees. He begged to be left alone, pleaded to be put back, screamed and clawed like a child strapped to a chair. And then they took him away. We never heard of him again. I imagine him hung upside down in a cell, a bat trapped in daylight, the world at his head and the sun at his feet. I imagine him hung upside down in a cell, a bat trapped in daylight, the world at his head and the sun at his feet. Folks. Who knows who's next? I cannot remember the playlist. So it will be a surprise to you and me. Won't that be nice? This is the art of keeping your distance. First, learn to hold your breath. Learn to hold your breath for the rest of your life. Learn to love the taste of safe air and burger. First, learn to hold your breath. Let unknown voices be smothered by the known ones we recovered. The chatter of escaping ravens from the crumbling towers, that all will soon return to dust. Second, double the length of your phantom limb and hold it out parallel to hip. Second, double the length of your phantom limb. Let unknown voices be smothered by the known ones we recovered. The chatter of escaping ravens from the crumbling towers, that all will soon return to dust. First, learn to hold your breath. Second, double the length. And third, chatter of escaping rings from the crumbling towers, that all will soon return to dust. Thank you, folks. What do you tell me? It was 2% out of focus. I've only just changed it now. No one noticed. Never mind. Maybe it's just my technical eye. This is called Echophenomena. On the train, someone yawned. I wasn't tired, but I also yawned. On the bus, someone smiled. I wasn't happy, but I also smiled. On the boat, someone screamed. I wasn't scared, but I also screamed. On the underground, someone shouted. I wasn't angry, but I also shouted. In the crowd, I saw the time, unhappy, scared and angry, hurt and lost and dying, run for their lives, and I also ran. On the road, someone cursed. I wasn't hurt, but I also cursed. On the plane, someone prayed. I didn't believe, but I also prayed. In the crowd, I saw the tired, unhappy, scared and angry, hurt and lost and dying, run for their lives, and I also ran. On the funeral march, someone cried. I was alive, but I also cried. In the crowd, I saw the tired, unhappy, scared and angry, hurt and lost and dying, run for their lives, and I also ran. In the crowd, I saw the tired, unhappy, scared and angry, hurt and lost and dying, run for their lives, and I also ran. Thank you very much, folks. I think that may be the second or third to last, but like I said, I don't actually know my playlist. I shall crawl to the laptop and see what's next. The next song is Does the River Remember? Does the river remember? It does, it does. Does it remember? It does. Does it? It does, are you sure? Does the river remember? I'm getting a lot of nods. Does the river remember? No, we got one no, one maverick. Does the river remember? Free falling through the sky. Welcome, sit down. And as rain in stormy weather, does the river remember? Does the river remember being swept on a beast of burden and never allowed to slumber? Does the river remember? Or is it content to be free and flow back into the sea and meet back at the center? Does the river remember? You people at the back, does the river remember? It does, a thumbs up. Does the river remember being spat in spite of the few and lost in hate forever? Does the river remember? Does the river remember being tears running down our faces before the blood and the splendor? Does the river remember? Or is it content to be free and flow back into the sea and meet back at the center? Does the river remember? As rain in stormy weather and never allowed to slumber, lost in hate forever before the blood and the splendor. As rain in stormy weather and never allowed to slumber, lost in hate forever before the blood and the splendor. Or is it content to be free and flow back into the sea and meet back at the center? Does the river remember? Does the river remember? And flow back into the sea and meet back at the center? Does the river remember? I'd say it was about 94. Does the river remember? And 10% does. Thanks, folks. That was an official count, so we can't change our mind now. Penultimate song-ish. Boy, he's rubbing his chin, I don't know what that means, but sure. Welcome to the Woods, man. He was mostly made of sticks and leaves among other forest features. And we found him rootless, a crow exploring his innards. We took him home, propped him up in a warm leather armchair, and rearranged his crown of yellow and brown. He wasn't much of a talker, so we just listened to his rustling, though a strange kind of wisdom seemed to emanate out from acorn eyes and almond brow. But when he was angry, his nostrils flared up like pine cones on fire. We loved him for his truth, loved his down-to-earth ways, and how we breathed in what he breathed out. A slow existence, symbiotic and silent, where he breathed in what he breathed out. We tried to dress him in silks and velvet, but he preferred to go au natural, which meant that any company invited round had to be warned just in case. Bare bark and deep-petal flowers embarrassed our city friends, more used to plastic tunics and paintings of trees. The second worst day was when the dog got out and wrestled him to the ground, tore at his timber hard and chewed on long legs. We soothed the bite marks with walnuts, rubbing the gashes until level, and only a lighter shade than his autumn-tinged skin. We loved him for his truth, loved his down-to-earth ways, and how we breathed in what he breathed out. A slow existence, symbiotic and silent, where he breathed in what we breathed out.
And then like he struck nose a cigarette, or candle, or wall plug, but with backs turned, he was gone. Black flakes staining the couch as embers cried, then cooled. We put him on the compost heap, our youngest kept twig, a shriveled scrap, pointing downwards in a glass jar. We loved him for his truth, loved his down-to-earth ways, and how we breathed in what he breathed out. A slow existence, symbiotic, silent, where he breathed in what we breathed out. We loved him for his truth, loved his down-to-earth ways, and how we breathed in what he breathed out. A slow existence, symbiotic and silent, where he breathed in what we breathed out.
As the Joker said, it's all part of the plan. And my last song. exist, apparently. We've had all those. What are you doing, playlist? Let's just find the file itself. So thank you very much for listening. I've been the Only Emperor. This is called Living and Dying on the Edge. You and I walk along the cliff edge. Enjoy the sea breeze, the gull claws, and that crumbling line between life and death. We pass a couple making love. Their bodies one among the grass and stones, and then together they rolled off the cliff edge. We passed two friends arguing about religion and politics of the world. Their spat words, twisted faces, mirroring the others. They come to blows. One pushes, one grabs, and both together go over the cliff edge. We reach the peak, the furthest, highest point. My friend, you ask, is it time? I say yes, and we jump. We pass the stranger reading today's paper, hand tearing at the corners, eyes bulging left and right and up and down. They read of death and coupons, taxes and coupons, the weather and coupons, and we watch as person and paper blindly walk off the cliff edge. We reach the peak, the furthest, highest point. My friend, you ask, is it time? I say yes, and we jump. We pass women and men, the young and the old, the good and the bad, the beautiful and the ugly, the happy and the sad, the rich and the poor, all jumping together off the cliff edge. We reach the peak, the furthest, highest points. My friend, you ask, is it time? I say yes, and we jump. We reach the peak, the furthest, highest points. My friend, you ask, is it time? I say yes, and we jump. My friend, you ask, is it time? 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 I say yes, and we jump. Ladies, gentlemen, everyone in between and other, I have been the Only Emperor. Thank you very much for listening. Have a lovely evening, have a lovely week, and have a lovely life. Thank you.